what's up guys, it is REDinFamy, and today I'm going to be presenting y'all with a gaming headset review, and this one is going to be on a wireless 7.1 surround sound headset, and it's by yours truly, the Skullcandy PLYR 1. Now they had a predecessor to this one, which was the PLYR 2 headset, but this one is different because it has 7.1 surround sound. So let's see how this one match up to the rest of the headsets in the market and see how it performs. So let's jump into this review. When it comes to picking out a headset, it's kind of like a science to it. And what I mean by that, you have to know, all the specifications of the headset, how it's going to match with whatever system you're having it on or playing it on, of course. If you want 7.1 surround sound, if you want it wireless, if you want it wired, if it is wireless, does it still have a wire? But anyway, before all of that, okay, you want to know how it look, the aesthetics on it. And I would say with the PLYR 1 headsets, it's aesthetically, cool. It has this Skullcandy accent right here. There's like a metallic-y. It has this type of engraved emboss on it. The whole headset in itself is all plastic. It does have these type of cotton ear muffs on it, and everything is just mostly plastic. So with that being said, of it being plastic, it's very light. It's not heavy on your head and while you're gaming, which can be very comfortable. So while I was able to wear these during gaming, it was very comfortable. And I would say with the cotton on the ear muffs, as you can see, it has like the little Skullcandy emblem in it. My ears didn't sweat. A lot of headsets have like a leather on it, and that tends to make your ears sweat. Some people it does that with, some people it doesn't. Additional on the features of this headset, of course, it comes with the wireless transmitter. With this wireless transmitter, of course, it speaks to the headset, and I would say it was very easy going when it came to hooking everything up. So with that being said, with the headset, you have this pair together. It was quite easy. You just have to hold down the power button to both of these and they sync up. But one of the features on the transmitter is that, of course, it has the power button, and it has like this Dolby surround sound button right here that you place on when you want to hear Dolby surround, and you could take it off if you don't. There is a difference in the sound. You will hear a difference. These wires that you're seeing is the wires that actually came with the transmitter, so you don't have to go out and buy an additional optical cord. It comes exactly with it. On top of that, it comes with two different type of USB wires. This one right here that's connected to it is so that it can charge your headset. Also, another one that you have to place in your gaming unit or your PC, so it can be powered and you'll have a transmission to your headset. So I like that everything is just real easy. There's not like a mixer with this headset, and sometimes, that's cool with the quality, but a lot of times that might get in the way when you just want to hurry up, get up and play. Now, aside from the features, let's talk about the quality of this headset. So with the PLYR 1 headset by Skullcandy, I would say while testing this out for a great amount of time, it did hold up to my expectations. And why I say my expectations, because I was familiar with Skullcandy headsets in the past, just through music alone, and for Skullcandy was always at a reasonable price for a good quality. So I was excited to test these out for gaming, because when it comes to gaming, there's specific things that you want to hear in a game. If you're a shooter, you want to hear reloads, you want to hear footsteps, you want to hear whatever sound effects that's necessary that's going to keep you alive, that you want to avoid. You're going to want to hear it. With these headsets, I was able to hear it. Now, like I mentioned previously, there's 3 different type of EQs. I normally put it on precision when it comes to shooting games. But you may want to put it on something else depending on if you're playing a single player. You may want to put it on bass mode. I just like that you're able to customize this headset to your liking depending on what you're actually listening to. aside from video games, this does work on Netflix. A lot of other headsets, a lot of times that's wireless, for some reason does not work with Netflix or any other type of media. But this does work with music, and it does work with movies. So I'm gonna show you how it look. It fits the ears just right. I have miniature ears, I call them, but I mean it fits any type of head. I mean ears. You know, unless you got elf ears or something like that, can't help you. And nor could Skullcandy. But anyway, I mean, it fits just right. I would say this mic. So let's talk about this pivoting mic. So as you can see, it's very flexible. But one thing that my friends complain is that they cannot hear me correctly. And I recently was on a podcast with this headset. Now it can be user error, but because I mean, it's a pivoting mic, it should be able to pick up everything. I use this on a PC as well. So I would recommend is that this mic has to be close to your mouth. That's kind of uncomfortable for me because I don't want the mouth, you know, the mic going in my mouth. So, I mean, aside from that, you have to speak up. I have a soft voice, but you do have to speak up in the mic. I did make sure that on my PS3 that my volumes was up. And it sounds loud to me. I don't know, depending on certain games though, certain audio features with multiplayer is better than others. Because on Black Ops 2, the audio is not all that good when I speak to my friends. When I'm on Battlefield 3, you can hear me clear for some reason. When I'm on Killzone, you can hear me louder as well. So I don't know, maybe it's the game or the headset with the game. But I'm just gonna bank it that it's really on the game. When it comes to surround sound and how it mimics surround sound, it really does the job great. I was playing Borderlands 2, which is a favorite game of mine, and with my siren I had to go, you know, if you're familiar with the game, you have to go, it's an RPG, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the game. So you have to go get missions from certain people and they just talk. And while they were talking, explaining the mission, I about faced from the person, I think I was talking to Moxie or whatever in her elaborate bar, and I about faced from her and she still was talking, and it sounded like she was talking actually in back of me. Like you can just hear her like speak, and it was clear, it wasn't distorted, but it sounded like she was literally talking in back of me, like for real. So the 7.1 surround sound, it does its job. 7.1 for all your audio files out there. It's 7 speakers and 1 center. Okay? Or 1 subwoofer, really. I think it's 1 subwoofer. But correct me if I'm wrong. But it does the job just good. With the drivers on here, it is loud. I will have the specifications because I don't remember. I'm gonna have the specifications in the article, so check the link below. The full article will be on this headset. When it comes to pairing, let's talk about that. When it comes to pairing and the user friendliness to it. I mean, right out the box, of course, it's compatible with PC, PlayStation 3, and the Xbox 360. So that's real good. You can use this with all your platforms. If you're a multi-console gamer, you're able to use it on all your platforms, just except your media devices. But other than that, you can play it on all those 3 and it works perfectly. It's easy. So let's start off with PC. All you have to do is just connect the USB cord that is attached to this transmitter and put it right into the USB slot, and right there and then it pairs up with the computer. Sometimes your computer has to look for it. I tried it on a PC and I also tried it on a Mac. The Mac automatically picks up on it. The PC, depending on what Windows you're running, sometimes it won't pick it up and install the device on it. So you just have to play around with it. You also may have to go into the settings on the PC and make sure that, let's say you want to use it with video games or with Skype, you're gonna have to actually make sure you change it that your mic for the Skullcandy is being used and the speakers for the Skullcandy is being used. It's really easy setup if it doesn't automatically do it on its own. A lot of times you might have to go into Skype and do that, but other than that, it's a 1-2 hookup with the Skullcandy one on your computer. It automatically detects it and it automatically works. The PlayStation 3, the setup is easy as well. All you have to do, of course, plug in this USB and then plug in the optical cord in the back of your PlayStation 3. Also on a 360, you would do the same. I didn't try it that way with the 360. I just tried it. I just hooked up the USB port to the 360 and then plugged in that cord onto my controller, and it worked just fine. It picked up just as good. But with the PlayStation 3, you have to hook it up with the optical, and it works seamlessly. You just have to go into your audio settings, and then from your audio settings, you're able to then click 5.1, and the PlayStation does everything. You don't have to have the audio. That's with the sound. With the audio, you can just hook it up with the USB cord. Don't have to go through the settings. Just put, I want the Skullcandy to be for my headset and for the mic, of course, and you could talk to friends, but you will not hear the gameplay. You have to play with your sound settings for the gameplay. But overall, it was very easy to figure out. They also give you a small pamphlet to know how to do everything. So the user-friendly ability is real cool, and it's 1-2. So overall, I would give the PLYR 1 Skullcandy headsets a 9 out of 10. The reason why I didn't give it a full 10 is because there's one issue that I did go through with this headset. It's a minor issue that I think they can fix, but I did realize going back and forth with certain games, the headset will not it would not have any sound. The reason why, and I found out a quick fix on my own with it, is that with this button right here, this is the Dolby button, and I have to press it one time and then press it again, and then I'll hear the sound of the game. I don't know if that's a user issue or if that's actually with the Skullcandy PLYR 1 headset, but it's something that is not a deal breaker. It is something that can be an annoyance though, but it didn't happen as frequently. So if that does happen, you just have to put the button and that's it. Everything will sound just fine. So that's the only reason why I didn't give it a 10. And overall, this headset is the bomb, okay? It does its job. I love the sound quality. There's clarity when you hear voices, and as you know, sound is one of the most important things in video games if it doesn't capture emotion, and it captures everything you need to hear as far as sound effects, things blowing up, bullets psh, psh, coming through your yes, psh, psh, bang bang, all of that. When it comes with this headset, you hear it all. Movies, you hear it all, and especially if you look at Blu-rays. I mean, when it comes to Blu-rays, you have the full audio spectrum of the movie instead of just being decoded over and over again with the DVD, if I'm saying that correctly. But you get to hear everything. I watched The Watchmen with these headsets. It was crystal clear. Also, the radius of this is very good. I was able to walk outside and still heard my game. I just wanted to test it and see, and I have a big backyard and I wanted to test it. So overall, the quality on this is very good. It's a very affordable wireless 7.1 Supreme sound headset. Like, for real, for the price. A lot of headsets, I mean, Skullcandy also does the Astro. They teamed up with Astro. They have a wireless headset as well, but this one is actually wireless, like wireless gaming headset. With the 360 is kind of still wired, but with this, I could walk around, talk to friends, you know, get a snack or something like that, and it does its job. I still hear everything. It does not crackle and pop because I'm getting too far away from the transmitter. This actually has some really good range, and everything. It's very easy pickup. You grab it if you want to travel with it. You just need your wires that's attached to it and your headset, and you are good to go. I hope Skullcandy that y'all come out with some type of bag for it if you want to go and travel, especially for pro gamers. But anyway, This is REDinFamy. I give the Skullcandy PLYR 1 headset a 9 out of 10. I would recommend this headset. It does its job gaming wise. And if you want more information on Skullcandy and the PLYR 1 headset, be sure to check out the links down below for the full article and also more updates on Skullcandy from GamerFitnation. Once again, this is Tamika Moultrie, aka REDinFamy, and another GamerFitnation review. Check you out later. Peace.